Chachapoya, were mere passive traders, is dismissed when you come to the most famous Chachapoya site in the Andes. Covering 15 acres, 10,000 feet above sea level, this is Kuelap. It's an epic statement of the power and skill of the Chachapoya. It's estimated that Kuelap took centuries to build, and it's probable that the people who lived here were constantly reinforcing the structure. In places, the thick platform of stone is over 65 feet high, and some of the finely cut limestone blocks weigh more than 3 tons. This is a building of such awe-inspiring scale, it's hard to believe it was built by hand. You don't have to be an expert to see the sheer scale of work that's gone into building Kuelap. These 60-foot-high walls enclose a site that has transformed this mountaintop. The question is why? Why would the Chachapoya carry hundreds of thousands of stones like these up the mountainside to build this incredible site? In part, it was a safe haven. The 3 entrances into Kuelap are in themselves clever and defensive. The entrances initially appear open and welcoming, but any gung-ho enemy charging through will quickly find the walls narrowing until there's only space for a single warrior to pass. And so if the Chachapoya wanted to fend off an invading army, the architects who designed this entrance would have made it easy for them to pick them off one by one. Like so much Chachapoya archaeology, scandalously little research has been done on Kuelap. And to document this astonishing ancient citadel would take years. The sheer scale of the site is incredible, with over 400 stone buildings hidden beneath the undergrowth. I met with Alfredo Narvaez, the archaeologist who has been studying the site for years. ¿Cuándo han llegado la gente acá? ¿Cuándo es el parte principio del sitio?
Los fechados más antiguos que tenemos son de alrededor del siglo VI, o sea, 500 después de Cristo, pero sospechamos de que la ocupación comienza antes, quizás en el 400 después de Cristo ya el sitio comienza a crecer.
Alfredo believes the site was occupied for more than 1,000 years, though whether the first people here were Chachapoya or an earlier culture is unclear. Kuelap is 500 years older than the more celebrated Machu Picchu, and is intriguing in both its construction and in its purpose. At first sight, the structure certainly looks defensive. Es increíble el sitio aquí de Kuelap. Para usted, ¿piensas que es una fortaleza?
Aunque muchas personas piensan de que es una fortaleza por la dimensión de sus murallas, por el control de los accesos, pero de acuerdo a nuestras excavaciones, nuestras investigaciones, es muy difícil defender el monumento desde esta gran muralla porque, en primer lugar, casi todas las estructuras están sobre la muralla. O sea, no crea un espacio que permita desde arriba defender el sitio. Es imposible.
There are secrets locked away within the walls that suggest the site was much more significant than just a fortress.
Yo creo que este es un centro sagrado por excelencia. Cuando las comunidades que vienen de fuera a construir llegan al lugar, no solamente vienen con ofrendas, con comida, con mucha bebida y hacen mucha fiesta para construir, sino que también traen parte de los huesos de sus ancestros. Y los deben haber traído en bolsas, en tejidos, y luego colocados en diferentes lugares. Este monumento es, en realidad, un inmenso cementerio. La gran muralla externa está completamente llena de entierros secundarios.
Today, Kuelap feels a long way from anywhere, high on a mountain, surrounded by a beautiful but a very empty landscape. But over 1,000 years ago, archaeologists estimate that as many as 3,000 people crammed into this amazing mountain-top citadel. Far from being at the fringes, Kuelap and the Chachapoya people who lived here were at the center of ancient life.
Entonces tenemos esta idea de una cultura bien definido y bien sabido del área de parte grande de Sudamérica.
Es una de las culturas más importantes de esta región, en la Amazonía, en los Andes nororientales, que dieron como consecuencia uno de los monumentos arqueológicos, arquitectónicos, más espectaculares de toda América.
But the Chachapoya world was under threat. A new power was rising in the mountains far to the south. Today, it's a magnet for tourists. But from the 1430s, Machu Picchu and the nearby capital of Cusco was home to Inca royalty, who set out to conquer northern Peru.